Anderson is getting ready. He not only brings immense talent, but also a contagious enthusiasm for the game. He'll look to put those skills on display today. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Back here at PNC Park, getting the nod on the mound, Todd Anderson. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man. Not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous. Sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters. And a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. Right through there for a strike. Anderson, in his second season, he features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. Here comes the 0-1. In the air, out towards right center. Trout on his horse. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Anderson, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
To the right side, Shanuel. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over. But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Jarren Duran. That one's in there. That's strike 1. What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and hitters are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it.
1-1, check swing, appeal down to third. That's a swing according to umpire Woody Keller. Now one missed.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
Off the mark there. And now 3-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Through an inning, no score here on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. Horwitz matched a homer in his last game. Anderson back to work. That misses, and that is ball 1. Late on that fastball.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
To the right side. Shanuel takes it to the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
That is good. The catcher, Joey Bart.
Here's Joey Bart now. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. Fastball for a strike.
1-1.
Out to short, McKinstry. Already two out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting sixth, the third baseman, Key Bryant.
Now batting Key Bryant Hayes. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And there's a ball.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have
Rendon throw to first. And the Pirates go 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. We'll move to the third with no score. As we go to the last of the third. Now it's the DH, Corey Julks. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Liover Peguero. That's in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
In the dirt, and the runner holds. On the ground. And that one finds its way through. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a simple ground ball the other way, but had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Up next for the Pirates, Connor Griffin. In there at the knees for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Oh, 1 now. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Missed with a changeup, and the count is 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That's down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
2-2 count.
And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Ryan Reynolds here. In there at the knees, it's 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
swing and a ball lifted in the air. And it falls. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. Trout hustles it back in. Runner holds it third, so just one across on the play.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runners in the corners here, one away. Here's the second baseman. He's 0 for 1.
Keep an eye on this at bat, because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
The changeup missing. 1-0.
Well, I think really just trying to be careful, man, in scoring position there. See if he can somehow navigate through this lineup, get a more favorable matchup, perhaps get him to roll over on a changeup, get a ball on the ground, get a double play, and get out of this.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. This one in the air, right field. That's a base hit as a run scores. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Comes through with the RBI. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Now batting Jarren Duran. That's through there for a strike. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And the batter now, Spencer Horwitz. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. On the ground out to short. Tosses to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to inning number 4. It's the Pirates 2 and the Angels nothing. Bottom 4, here's the catcher, Joey Bart. Bart, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. And that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Here's the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. He's 0 for 1. 0-1.
You know, these Pirates doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
On the ground, could be 2. 1 at second.
That's an out.
On to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Corey Jolks, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball. And that one is inside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And he walked him.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Runner at first with 2 away. Leover Peguero, the next to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Right through there for a strike. This one in the dirt. Jolks off of first with 2 away. Got him swinging. So 1 hit is all they get. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Pirates 2 and the Angels nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Anderson back to work. Hard ground ball, base knock. So now back to the top of the order.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now the right fielder, Brian Reynolds. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's the ball. Throw there. Safe.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Man at second. Out to short, McKinstry. In plenty of time to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Second baseman, Tyler Clover.
Now the number 2 hitter.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Anderson checks the runner. Griffin back on a dive. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. The throw. Tag. And he's out. Now one missed. Hard hit right side. Slings to first. Third out. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 5 innings complete. It's the Pirates 2 and the Angels 1. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jarren Duran. And a pitch.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Pitch misses there, and the count now 2-0.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
1-1.
Up the middle. Throws to first in time. One away, bottom of the 6th.
First baseman number 2. Spencer Horwitz.
Spencer Horwitz will hit next. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's outside.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And a swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Falling behind 2-1. And there's a ball. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Ozuna should have it. 2 up, 2 down.
The catcher number 14. Joey.
This is Joey Barton. 1 for 2. Bounced up the middle. McKinstry. And the inning is over. And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. And it's still a 3-2 ball game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Drew Rasmussen.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Anderson turned in a quality start over 6 innings of work.
No, Boogie did a lot of good things in this start. Anytime your starter goes out there and pitches like he did today, you've got a good shot at the win, and it worked out for him in this one.